What's up, ladies and gentlemen?
What's going
And
on?
I am joined by Michael K and Red, White, and Bills, and of course my co-host, my brother from another mother, Crypto. Just so y'all know, Mike, Red, White, and Bills. I hate your team on Sunday, and Crypto, I hate your team on Saturday. So we're even here.
Yes.
All right.
I have no comment for that one.
Oh man.
Because I don't feel the
I
same way.
want.
I enjoy the Dolphins. They give us 2 wins every year.
Yeah, I understand.
So at least guaranteed to go 2-14 is what you're saying.
So okay, all right. So now it's just
Two
all
and
right. So
14
now
guaranteed.
it's just Sean and Crypto. No.
Real nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
no. Listen, Michael, I want you to know, hating us losing to Buffalo has nothing to do with hating or not. It's something that I have with every team. I hate the Knicks, and we've been stomping the Knicks for the last decade, so I still hate them.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
how many basketball teams are there?
It's only 31? 30?
Oh, it's
No,
an
30
odd
No,
number.
basketball.
32. 30.
No, it's 30
It's an
basketball
even
teams.
number. Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
see
I don't know
that
if you want to count Utah as a
then
team.
I hate 32 basketball games or teams.
You hate
Yeah.
all the basketball teams?
It's not basketball anymore.
Yeah.
You know,
They don't play
the
defense. The only
traveling, the
part I don't
double
like about it.
dribbles.
Yeah, they don't play defense. That's the only part I don't like about it. They shake each other's hand on the way to the basket. They greet each other. I
Yeah,
don't like
well,
that.
there's that too. But I just don't like it. And even football and baseball, all these major league sports are making rule changes that are absolutely ridiculous. The
and,
only
and
the only one the only one right
You don't
now
like
that
the speed
hasn't made
pitching? You don't like the clock on the pitching?
no, I don't actually, and I'll tell you why.
Oh.
Because it takes mental the mental edge away from
Mm.
one team or the other. A pitcher can't.
I don't not. I
Pitcher
don't
get
think you should be wasting time.
well. Say it's not wasting time. It's not essentially it's not wasting time. But there is there's certain guys that you want to get up there and you want to throw pitch after pitch because a batter might want to just get in there and take his time and have his ritual and everything else. I understand that. But when you force a pitcher now, a pitcher's getting lambasted. He's throwing so many pitches so fast. Now you got to use all your pitchers or a lot of your pitchers in a major league game. Where before you can get away with using three, now you got to use 5 or 6.
damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's
Pitching.
benefits to all these rules, but basketball to single them out. The double dribbling, the traveling, the stuff that's still in the rule books that shouldn't be. Or that should be enforced. They don't enforce that stuff because it's all about being a showboat and it's all about like you said, all the offense. That's where I stand on that one. So I don't even watch basketball. I watch college basketball.
Yeah, March Madness is awesome.
Yeah. What you say, Shake?
I said March Madness is good. I like March Madness.
Yeah, I like it because it's one and done. I think the NBA should have a format like that. Make it so it's the best out of 32, but you're one and done. Or you play the regular season to get your seeding out of 32 teams,
Hmm.
and then you play it like the NCAA tournament where you're one and done. That's how I would do it.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
Right. At least you know
Because
the regular season is being played for something. Every team has something to play for.
right,
You're playing for
you're
your
still
ranking.
playing no matter what, and
Right.
especially near the end of the season, because now all of a sudden, if you're fighting with the guy for last place, well, if you win 2 more games, you might jump up and instead of playing the first place team, you might play the 7th place team
Hmm.
Right.
to give you more of a chance.
Right. You got teams intentionally losing because they're trying to get a favorable matchup. Like, oh man, I match up well against this team, so let me drop these two games intentionally so we can face them in the first round.
Right.
A
Absolutely.
lot
Yeah.
like the Miami Heat
Absolutely.
did one couple of years. So
See, he
everybody got
wants.
this mythical injury.
I think the reason why Crypto wants to do that is so Utah finally make the playoffs.
Oh, we want to make it anyway. We had a streak before the last couple of years. We were making it every year, Shake. But
So
we got a plan. We got a plan, though. We're going to get the high draft pick. That's the plan.
so all right. So I picked the Steelers, unfortunately, last night. Crypto, who did
You
you pick?
did. I did pick them, but I was leaning Browns because remember how Buffalo is to us. Actually, Cleveland is like that way to the Steelers. They have beaten them 6 of the last 7 games too. They own the Steelers. So for some reason, regardless of the Cleveland's record or condition that the
And
football
Cincinnati.
team
Don't
is
forget
in,
Cleveland owns
they
Cincinnati
always beat
too.
them.
And
Yeah, they own
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati, right? Just like the Steelers own Baltimore for some reason. It's
Mm-hmm.
funny how you have a certain team's number regardless of how your team is and your who you have in there at that moment. It didn't even matter. Snow game and off the Lake Erie, blizzard, third string quarterback, they still beat them. It just
I turned the game off. I was so disgusted.
our first ever snow game. I think that was our first winter game, if I recall. I don't remember us calling and having a snow game like that. I think that's the first snow game of the season.
So far, it
Denver
is.
hadn't
Yeah.
had one. Yeah, Denver hadn't had theirs yet. Because I
So
think
who'd you
Denver was
pick?
on the road last 2 weeks. I picked not Cleveland. I picked the Steelers.
How about you, Mike?
I regretted it.
I picked the Steelers. Well, you know what I picked. You have you
Yeah.
have the picture, so you know I picked the Steelers. And you know
Mm-hmm.
what? When I found out about the weather, I was even more sure of that pick, just for the fact that Kansas or Cleveland's run defense is absolutely awful. And I was even
Do you
more
think they
sure
was
of
going to be
that.
able to
And
run the
then,
ball? You think
I thought
against
for sure.
Miles Garrett? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Well, where's Cleveland? I got my printouts here. Where's Cleveland? Hold on. Cleveland Browns. Yeah,
I
they're
thought Garrett
16th
would get some
against.
pass rush on them.
Browns are 24th against the rush,
Mm-hmm.
allowing 131 yards.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I
In
was,
those
and I thought
conditions, you can't tackle.
Harrison Warren.
Right.
Oh yeah. Oh, it was. I mean,
Right.
even what the hell's his name? Russell Wilson got 10 yards rushing. I picked him on one of my bet cards. I picked him for under 9.5. He got 10.
You should have picked Fields because you know they always substitute him in to come in and
He
get
was an
some
option.
plays running. Yeah,
Yeah,
as an
FanDuel
option
wasn't an
player.
option. I was like, son of a. They didn't offer it.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I would have picked him because he would have been probably at around 18 or something. I don't know what he ended up with, but
Yeah, he had like
oh,
30
excuse me.
some yards. I think he had a big run on the sideline. Yeah, that was a crazy game. Tomlin, matter of fact, I think Cleveland at one point he took Winston out and put Dorian in for the same thing. I'm like, what are they doing? They play the same game. They use each other's playbook. What the hell's going on here? They was basically copying each other's playbook while the game was going on. I'm like, what the hell? That is crazy.
And who'd you
But it
get?
hadn't snowed in Buffalo yet, so you guys gonna have a snow game next weekend, I think.
Who'd you pick?
Yeah, I picked Pittsburgh too.
So yeah.
So
I picked Pittsburgh.
we're all
We all
0-1.
lost. We all 0-1. Oh yeah.
What a way to start the week, huh?
What a way to start the week. I know. I'm not doing that with no division games no more. Screw that. Damn.
All right.
They laid an egg.
All right. The first game of the week is the Buccaneers will be going to New York, where they released Daniel Jones. Tampa Bay is given 6 points, 41.5 total. Giants plus 230. So, being that you're our guest, we'll start with you, Sean. Who do you have in this game?
I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay, coming off a bye. They've been able to put up points even without Evans and Godwin, and the Giants just stink. So I got a good feeling Tampa will win this game.
Mikey, what you got, Mike?
Yep, I got Tampa Bay too. I don't think that Tommy Cutlets is going to be able to do anything against the Buccaneers defense.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm gonna pick Tampa as well, because I think at this point Giants they want that cutting Daniel Jones just symbols that they're going to look for a quarterback in the draft.
Yep.
Well, he has to be released. They didn't cut him. He has to be released. Yeah, they had him playing safety on the scout team. And after that, he went. Yeah, after
safety,
they had him playing safety on the scout team, and he went in and has to be released. They said it took about 10 minutes to get the paperwork together.
God damn.
Oh my God.
He was still in his uniform when he gave his "I'm leaving the team" speech.
Wow.
He was still
let it do it.
Yeah, somebody on a Dolphins fan page trolled the Dolphins by saying, well, I seen the thing. I seen the it says a roster alert. Daniel Jones signed to the practice squad.
Signed to the Dolphins practice squad.
Yeah, that was funny.
Hell. That is an upgrade in our TV room.
I don't know. They were talking about it on McAfee today, and they're thinking that he might actually go and play for San Francisco.
That's a good
because of his contract.
I think Shanahan could get him together.
Well, what does that say about Brock Purdy, though? Is Brock Purdy is Purdy hurt worse than what they're saying?
All right. Yeah. Brock Purdy, I don't know. I think Daniel Jones got a 2-year contract. They only owe him 1 year left.
But he has the guaranteed. Well, no. And they explained it on McAfee today. There's guaranteed money, but once you get cut and you become a free agent, it's not a guaranteed contract. So they only owe him the guaranteed money. Once he clears waivers, which he will, no team will pick him up. Then he's a free agent and can go wherever he wants, and his contract doesn't follow. Yeah, so if there's a team on waivers,
so if they pick him off waivers, that means they're going to be taking that contract. Whoever.
Correct. Correct.
Right.
Oh, that's what I was looking at.
Okay.
All
right, let's get these 2 dog games out of the way, and I do mean dog games.
You got
the. Who did you take? Did everybody take? Everybody took Tampa.
Looks like everybody's going 0-2 because there's going to probably be an upset. The way this week is going, all the Davids are killing the Goliaths this week.
Yeah. So, speaking of which, we have the 9-1 Chiefs. By the way, the one loss came to Buffalo, taking on the 3-7 Panthers. Kansas City with 10.5 points, 42 total, which I think Kansas City is going to get. And Carolina is plus 425.
Wow. There we go. Another David versus Goliath matchup. This is not panning out this week. Oh my God.
So if you bet $100, you're getting what, 525?
Yeah.
I'm going to plus 525.
Yeah, I'm going to pick the Chiefs and I'm going to make a side bet and pick the Panthers because I want to win some money. I need to retire. So yeah, so I'm gonna do that. But I'm gonna place a side bet to pick the Panthers.
Gonna win less than 10 points.
Yeah, Kansas City's gonna win, but I'm gonna make a side bet on the betting site and pick the Kansas and pick the against them outright, so I can win some money.
Well, they're a plus. Wait a minute, they're a plus 525 at minus 10.5.
Yeah. Kansas City. Kansas City's minus 10.5. They got Kansas City 10 points, and Carolina's plus.
Yeah, so the the Panthers 525 is money line though, right?
Yeah, the money line.
Oh, all right. What's
31 so 5-1 spread.
The total
what's the line on the spread though for the Panthers?
10.5 with Kansas City.
No, the line. There should be a plus or minus.
Oh, they can cover.
Yeah, Carolina is plus 425.
Oh, Carolina kicked 3 field goals. They can cover.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hold on a minute. Wait a minute. So if you take the Panthers plus 10.5, it's still plus 425.
Yeah.
Lose by
and the money lines and the money line's 525.
No, the money line is 425. Yeah.
425.
All right, money line is 425. What is the line with the?
I thought it was if you bet $100, you get $100 plus 425.
Hold on, let me go to FanDuel real quick. Hold on.
This is according to ESPN, by the way.
Yeah, they're all going to be the same. They're relatively close to the same. NFL. Hold on one second.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we looking at?
The Queese and Panthers.
Oh, no. Okay. On FanDuel, the Chiefs, their money line is minus 700, and the Panthers are plus 500. On the spread at 10.5, the Panthers are minus 105, and the Chiefs are minus 115. So they think that's going to be. They think the Panthers could cover that by saying because they only have on the spread they only have minus 115 or minus 105. So they think that game's going to be closer than 10. They don't think it's going to be a blowout.
Yeah, and here is 10.5. I'm seeing 10.5. So
that's still a large spread.
10 points.
10 is still a odd number. The Lions were what 14 when they more than covered it.
So crypto, you got the
Kansas City. No. Kansas City. If I was in the mood, I would be going all underdogs, but no, not this week. I will be betting against my picks though. So make a parlay on all underdogs. I could win a ton of money this weekend.
So you got the Chiefs crypto?
Yes. Yeah, the Chiefs.
Yeah, I got the Chiefs as well. Mike, what you got?
And these are just money line picks, right?
No,
whoever wins, no points.
No, yeah.
Oh,
straight up.
Chiefs. Yeah, Chiefs.
And Red Wine Bills.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time the Chiefs lost 2 games in a row.
Yeah, that's true. That's another element.
So
and under the Andy Reid era, right? It's been a minute. At least I can recall.
I can't remember. It's been years probably.
So we have the Cowboys versus the Commies.
Okay.
Washington.
Another division matchup.
Is spotted 10 points. Total is 45. Dallas plus 450. 450.
Damn. They're getting the same numbers. They're getting the same numbers as the City getting, right? Same spread, same odds.
Yeah, but this time it's in Washington, so you could go to that game if you want to. At 1 o'clock.
Nah, I ain't gonna do that. I got a lot of things to do on Sunday.
No, I'm sure that ticket is expensive as hell. Again, a freaking preseason game in Vegas was $150, $130 in the nosebleeds.
And what tickets? Preseason game in Vegas?
Yeah.
Damn.
Because it was the Cowboys.
Damn.
So I can imagine.
Wait, what game? What game are we on?
We're on the Cowboys versus Commies.
Oh. Okay.
The Cowgirls.
Is it my pick?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah. Who you got? You got the
Sean,
Cowgirls?
we're
No,
doing
I got the
Sean.
Commanders.
Let Sean do it, then you do it, then I'll do it, and then Crypto, and then it goes in reverse.
I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
not paying attention. I'm multitasking here.
All right.
Yeah, I got Washington. I think Dallas doesn't have any defense. They have a bad running game. And Washington's a bit slow the last couple games, but Dallas isn't good, so they'll bounce back.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
All right.
Sean's got the Cowgirls.
Mike, who you
All
got?
right.
I got the Commanders.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, looks like we got a clean sweep. Everybody's picking the Commanders. All right.
All right.
Sounds like a plan.
We have
Another David and Goliath situation. You see the theme going on here?
Oh yeah. Trust me. It's listen, this is as close as I'm gonna get to a good game. A W game of the week. We all know our good friends at W. Yeah, at a 8-ounce pack, 8-ounce. One scoop to your glass of water, 8-ounce water. You got energy, focus, no crash. I do it on the weekends when I used to mow the lawn. When I mow the lawn, I'm not mowing the lawn now because it's not growing that fast. So, with that being said, it is the W game of the week is the Texans taking on the former Houston Oilers, the Tennessee Titans. Houston is given 8 points,
My Lord.
40 total,
No.
and Tennessee is plus 300. So,
Wow.
mind you, it's a division game. But Crypto, go ahead.
Yeah, but still, it's still another David versus Goliath. Yeah, I'm going with the Texans.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have a crazy parlay because every game I'm picking in this one, I'm gonna go do a parlay picking the other direction to stack them.
Yeah, I got
But
the
yeah, the
I'm
problem
gonna be
is you
winning
get
like
one.
$20,000.
You get one upset, you're screwed. It wrecks the whole parlay.
Yeah, I got the Texans too.
No. I'm saying the dogs. If you pick the underdogs, you're gonna win even more money. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, if they all win.
Yeah, that's like a $20,000 freaking bet if they all win. Oh yeah.
So we got
What you got, Shake? Who you got, Shake?
Of course, the Texans.
You got the Titans, the Titans.
No, I got the Texans.
The
I got the
old
former
Oilers.
Houston. I don't have the former Houston team. I got the new Houston team.
The new Houston Oilers.
Yes.
Okay. The new Oilers versus the old Oilers.
Which makes sense because there's oil in Houston,
battle.
right?
It's crazy because it's the Battle of Texas. Didn't they just play Dallas last week? So they basically trying to play to see who owns the state of Texas, right?
Yeah, state champs.
This is for the state championship. Okay.
All right.
Well, speaking of Texas, I'm picking the Texans. But have you guys watched Landman yet on Paramount?
What's it called?
Who's it
called?
called?
Landman.
Landman.
Yeah,
Landman.
It's got Billy Bob Thornton in it, Demi Moore.
Yeah, I love Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah. Billy Bob.
Oh my God! The first
freaking swordfish.
If you have Paramount, it's from the same guy that has written Yellowstone, Tulsa King, Sons of Anarchy. Well, part of Sons of Anarchy. His name's Taylor Sheridan.
All right.
This guy's unbelievable. This show is just unbelievable.
Okay.
And it's got the chick, and it's got the girl in it that wore the whipped cream bikini in Friday Night Lights.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I can't remember what her name is. Oh, it's a great show. So I'm going with, in honor of that, I'm going with the Texans.
All righty. Texans bounced back. Not bounce back.
Sean, who you got?
Texans as well.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right, here we go. Here's another David and Goliath. The Lions are going to the Colts. Detroit 7.5 points, 49 total, 49.5 total. Indy plus 300. You would think they would give the same money line as the Panthers and the Commanders.
Or what they
FanDuel
had against them. I think the
Well,
Jonathan Taylor thing is slowing them down.
FanDuel has the Lions at 10.5 now.
Right, but Jonathan Taylor is slowing that line down. They think he's going to chew some clock. Yeah, I'm going to get out of
I'm going to start doing FanDuel because ESPN must be.
Yeah.
I do ESPN.
Yep. Damn. Freaking another.
By the way, you say FanDuel, is that the real quick question, out of all the betting sites, which one is the best one you think?
I use FanDuel and DraftKings depending on what I'm betting.
Yeah.
You know, like FanDuel, like DraftKings won't let me pick hockey shots. They only give you the over/under in shots. Where FanDuel, when I'm like, I got a 10 leg in today. There's only 2 games tonight, but I can pick. Like tonight, I got Connor for the Jets to get 3 shots on net. If I went to DraftKings, I would have to pick them at like plus 2.5 or minus 2.5, whatever the line is. So it kind of gives you a little leeway. So I'll use DraftKings for football, but when the hockey season's in season, when hockey's going on, I'm strictly FanDuel.
Okay.
All right.
That's what's up.
Why is it legal in Florida now, other than using Hard Rock?
Yeah. We could. I think we could use FanDuel. I mean, we got. I don't understand why if gambling should be illegal, because we have freaking the Florida Derby. Well, actually, you know what's funny? I forgot about that. I remember back in 2000. I want to say 2004 when I was living in Miami. The Gulfstream racetrack was on 2 counties. And gambling was illegal in Day, but was legal in Broward. For all the gambling that was, and Gulfstream was on both counties.
Okay.
So what? You would have to go to the one county to lay your bets?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's where the windows were. It was on the legal side.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Actually, it was
Hey, what are people?
I met O.J. Simpson when I was working there. I got his autograph on my passport.
Did he sign it in blood red ink?
No. He just signed a regular pen. I had a pen. I got a pen. He put "Peace to you, OJ." I'm still looking for my passport, but yes, it's an old passport. But yeah, I'll never forget that day. This lady was like, "Oh my God, can you believe who's in the dining room?" I'm like, "Who's in there?" He goes, "It's O.J. Simpson." I'm like, "Where is that son of a bitch? I'm gonna tell him a piece of my mind. He's in the dining room." Okay, thank you. Hey, O.J., nice to meet you. I shook his hand and everything. How you doing?
Right.
As long as he doesn't have a knife or a golf club in his hand, you're all right.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen. I was a big fan of his in the Naked Gun. So.
Yeah, that's right. He did have a role in that movie.
Fun fact: in my garage, covering the floor, I have the actual turf that he ran for 2,000 yards on.
Damn.
Yeah, when they put new turf in the stadium, they I don't know what it was. I don't know what the swatches were, 30 by 30 or something. And they were giving it away. You drove up, picked, but my mom had a station wagon back in the day. And she went there and she jammed 2 rolls in the station wagon. That's what's on the garage floor.
He's giving out.
It's all covered in oil and paint and dirt and grime.
He's giving out sections of it, turf.
Yeah. Remember, it was the old turf where you couldn't wear spikes.
Turf. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Like the original Astro turf.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all it was.
Yeah. Man, it's crazy. I can't believe the NFL played on that stuff for that long. People was blowing out knees and getting injured all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's no
I
different
think
than
Veterans Stadium was the one that did it.
So, being that said, Sean, who do you got? You got the Colts. You said, Sean.
No, Lions. I think the Colts might make it a little bit close, but the Lions, they've been pretty hot, but I don't see them winning by 40. I think it'll be, within a one-score game, but the Lions will pull through and win at the end.
Yep.
All right. Who you got? Vikings or I mean, who you got? The Colts or Mike? Who you got?
I get the Lions.
Yeah, I Lions with me too.
Yeah, same here.
All right.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's just a crazy weekend. The NFL's got something up their sleeve, man. I got a funny feeling, man.
You have the 8-2 Vikings taking on the 4-6 Chicago Bears. It is in Chicago. Minnesota is 3.5, 3 points, 3.5 points. What does FanDuel have them at?
Oh, I don't know. I shut it.
Chicago is plus 160, 39.5 total.
Ain't expecting a closer matchup.
Well,
this is that game, huh?
Chicago. Where the fuck down there? Where are they? Oh, they were right up top. Chicago plus 3.5 and plus 154 money line. The Vikings are minus 184 money line.
They're expecting this division matchup to be a lot more respectable, which it would be, can be.
Well, it depends what Caleb Williams shows up.
Which one Shaheem shows up? Yeah, if he shows up,
and listen, they
pull
build
it
stuff
off.
around him. They build an offense around him, and they find the offensive coordinator too.
Right. They must know something to make it this close. You know, the Vikings are what, 8-2 or something like that.
Well, Caleb Williams is going to have to pass. The Vikings are 28th in the league, giving up 235 yards in passing a game. But they're only they're first in the league. And they're only giving up 74.4 rushing. So Caleb Williams is going to have to throw the ball in order to have a chance.
Hey man, listen. Right now, Caleb Williams is thrown for 2,016 yards, 9 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. So for a rookie, that's not
bad for a rookie. When you think about it. He's positive side of the touchdown interception ratio, which we want to see in your rookie. You don't want to be an upside down in that number. So that's good.
Sam Darnold has freaking thrown 19 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. I guarantee most of those interceptions came in the last 3 games.
Yes. It have. They came in the last 3, yeah. Yep. You say he got 9 interceptions?
10 interceptions.
Oh, 10. Okay. There you go.
Caleb Williams hasn't thrown for a touchdown in the last 4 games.
Damn, that sucks.
He could have been up there with Donald.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to throw one today. I think Brian Flores, being that he's a rookie quarterback, it is what
Right.
But you get to go first, Crypto. Who do you got?
I want to go with the Vikings in a close game. I'm going to pick it close to the spread, but I do think the Bears cover. The Vikings going to win by 1.
Okay, I see that point. I agree with you on that because and you know what? I think it's not because of the defense. It's because Sam Darnold is turning back into the pumpkin.
Right. Right. Caleb make it interesting down the stretch.
And Jetson, like, you see why we got rid of him?
Yeah.
All right, Mike, who we got?
I got the Vikings.
Mike's going the Vikings.
Yeah, I got the Vikings. Well. Darnold's still throwing the ball for right around 250 yards a game. And the Bears were the Bears.
Yeah.
Although the Bears are only giving up Bears are only giving up 197.4 passing a game. So,
Right,
yeah, I
that's what I'm
still
saying.
got the
It's winnable
Vikings.
game for them. It's still winnable. I would, in any other situation, I would pick this as my upset special of the week, given the history between these two teams. Bears are very
Yeah, I think it's
capable of
going to
beating
be
the
low
Vikings.
scoring.
I would normally pick upset special, but I think the NFL has got something up their sleeves. They're going to rig all the games against their favorite teams. Watch. They're going to make everybody bets go freaking up in smoke. I don't know, man. I'm a little queasy, man.
So, are we all the same picks so far?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, we picked the Vikings.
I mean, because
You see what the Cleveland Browns did to us?
all these games are lopsided. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. This is the David versus Goliath week. But somebody's going to spoil it. A handful of these teams are going to
Don't
spoil
worry. I think
spoil it.
listen. I think the we'll start seeing some different picks in a minute. So
Yeah, I'm looking at the final game. So,
let's see. The Broncos and Broncos. Now that was the last of the 1 o'clock. Obviously, the last game.
That's not
We
lopsided,
saved
but
the best.
it's kind of
We saved the best
Broncos.
for last. So
Okay.
the Broncos versus the Raiders.
The
Over 6
Raiders.
points. 41 total. Las Vegas 2
Mm.
plus 15.
Mm. They score all of them. The Broncos scoring all of those points.
Yeah. Oh man! By the way, I'm gonna be in 2 years. We're gonna be in Denver. So
Yeah,
I
when
hope
I'm in Denver,
they don't
right?
put 70 points on us.
I
I know. That's going to be
know
the
that
revenge game.
Bo Nix is looking pretty good.
He's
Yeah.
actually stealing the rookie of the year right up underneath from David Daniels. He's quietly making
Hey, but listen.
that conversation interesting.
Now you know how one of the words that's I've seen been thrown around a lot lately is quarterback whisperer. All right, I think,
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion, Sean Payton earns the title of quarterback whisperer.
Mm.
Look what he did with Teddy Bridgewater. Look what he did with Jameis Winston. Look what he did with freaking Taysom Hill. He made Taysom Hill somewhat a serviceable quarterback. I won't say a lights out quarterback, but he made him somewhat of a serviceable quarterback.
Yeah. He can come in there and get the job done.
So if he got rid of Russell Wilson, and I think he didn't get rid of Wilson because he couldn't play quarterback. It's just like, yeah, no, we paid you too much money.
The personalities they mingle.
Yeah, I don't think they meshed, and I don't think that.
Yeah.
Well, that and plus Russell Wilson did have success, so it would be a lot harder to mold him into what he wanted than taking somebody that's somewhat green and saying, "Look, do it this way, and I promise you'll have
You
success."
can mold them. Right. And it's panning out too. He molded his quarterback. He got the quarterback he wanted, and it's working out. He's turning them into another Drew Brees.
Yep.
Damn.
The only difference is he didn't have that concern of the the injury. So the next game is the Chef Jew special. We all know who Chef Jew is, right?
Wait, did we even pick Broncos or Raiders?
Oh, my bad. You're right. I'm tripping.
No, I picked the Broncos.
Who you got, Sean?
Yeah, I got the Broncos too.
Sean said Broncos. Okay.
Yeah. Mike, you got Broncos?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Who you got, Shake? The Raiders?
No, I don't think so. But you know what? No, you know what? I'm gonna pick the Broncos.
All right.
You got the Raiders then?
Michael K.
What's that? Oh, I'm sorry, I was listening to something else. What was that?
Uh-oh.
He says you
Yeah, I
got
got
the
the Broncos.
yeah.
No, I got the
No, no, I'm
Broncos.
saying, did you already picked your okay. All right.
Yeah, Broncos. All right, so now let's go with the Chef Juice special. We all know who our buddy
Should I
Chef
take
Juice.
my insomnia shot in my Hollywood shot glass that I got last week, Shake?
Hell yeah. Well, when you get home.
Uh, yeah.
So,
What's up, y'all? This is Chef Jew. Looking for a great chef for your next catering party, private party, office party, etc. with welcome watering meals and desserts? Let Chef Jew Catering and Sweet Treats take care of it for you at an affordable price. Call me at 786-804-8096. Also, reach me at chefjewcatering@gmail.com. Direct message on Facebook and Instagram at Chef Juice Catering. Chef Juice Catering and Sweet Treats. Food with a passion. We do it all.
so Sean,
Nothing
you
like
know,
Chef Juice Catering.
Chef Jew is starting his own business, and this is going to segue perfectly. What you got your own cleaning business, correct?
Yep.
If you don't mind plugging, what you know that what's the name of it?
It's called Dustbusters of CNY LLC.
Okay,
So like Ghostbusters mixed with cleaning, you know?
yeah, for sure. And what
Cool.
made you start that business?
Dustbusters.
Well, you know, years ago when I was in the military, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was in the infantry, so nothing really translated to the real world. Crypto knows what that's like with
Right.
infantry, and you know, I always wanted to have
Mm-hmm.
a business, create something from nothing, and I got into property management, and it was really supposed to be a maintenance job, and I didn't have any maintenance experience. All I could do was change the light bulb in a toilet seat,
Mm-hmm.
and the people I worked with, they were like older, maybe like in their 50s. They didn't want to take the time to teach me the maintenance stuff. So all I did was do the cleaning for the apartments and stuff. And I said, you know what? I like to clean. I always wanted a business. Why am I doing this for $12 an hour when I can just start a business and make way more money? And then, you
Yeah,
know, almost 3 years later, here I am still.
that's what's up, man.
Right. Cool.
I appreciate it. I mean,
Good
and
deal.
how does one get started with that? Like say with the business.
Well, what I did, I met with someone I knew who's a lawyer for, I don't know the proper term for it, but a guy, he's a lawyer, obviously, but for startup businesses, and he
Mm-hmm.
does all the paperwork, and you could do the paperwork yourself, but it's more money, obviously, when you pay the lawyer, but I don't trust myself to do anything right with that.
Yeah,
So I
he
paid,
crosses. Yeah, he makes sure all the ducks are in a row.
yep, he makes sure the name is legal,
Mm-hmm.
no one else has it, all the paperwork's done. So if anything ever got messed up, it's on him and I'm good. But you know, he did a great job, get you started. It's, you know, I think I paid $1,700 total to get started with everything. And
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
then, you know, after that was just start getting customers, you know, get your social media out there. And then as you make money, initially it might be tough at first because you want to put back into it, you know, the ads and the you know, social media posts and buying new equipment. So at first it might seem like you're not really moving, but in the long run it's the best thing to do is to, as soon as you get money, start putting it back into it.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, and as the years go, you make more money, you get more clients, you get more, you know, people working with you, and then you just keep growing and growing.
Yeah. So, and what's
Right.
funny is I listen to Vince McMahon, and he does wrestling, right? And he said one of the reasons why he was able to outlast the other promoters, he says, because a lot of those wrestling promoters they would keep the money and live fancy lifestyles, where he was living in a trailer park and he was investing the money into the business
Yep.
and making better
Mm-hmm.
pay-per-views, better stage quality and everything like that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, that's spot on. Because if you're not getting the newest equipment and putting yourself out there more and trying to get, you know, on billboards and commercials and things like that, the people competing with you are doing that, and then you can't get your name out there. So upgrading and doing the best you can. Like, at first we only had one vehicle, my wife and I, and then when I had enough to buy a work van, I got the work van, got my decals all over it, things like that, and then you could pay for someone to handle your social media. So really, you can't be afraid to, because it's easy to be like, oh, I'm getting this money now, I got to put some away, I got to pay the bills, and it may, like I said, it's going to be a struggle at first, but you'll thank yourself once you're putting into it initially, and then it'll pay dividends when you're a year or two in, because most businesses fail within the first 2 years or 3. That's what people tell you. And it's going to be, and mainly it's because people get worried. They're like, oh, I don't know if I can continue this and pay the bills and keep it going. But if you just keep pushing through that, the initial beginning threshold, then you'll come out on the other side, and it'll work out.
Yeah, appreciate that advice, man.
Yeah.
Of course. And another thing I'll say about it is, if you're debating on having a business or not, there's never a right time to do it. You just got to go do it, because you always have something in your head saying, well, my wife's doing
That
this right
mental
now, or
roadblock. Yeah.
or we got 2 kids. I don't want to fail. Because the way I looked at it was, I didn't have much money, and my wife was working part-time at the time of when I started, and I put every remaining penny I had into getting it started, and I used that as like, if I can't, I have no choice but to succeed in this. And if you keep telling yourself, oh, maybe I'll do it next month or next year, you're never going to do it. So it's better to just get it done and start it, and then put everything you have into it.
Yep.
So
That's true.
So, all right, we have the Chef Juice special. The San Francisco
Chef
49ers will take on the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay is given 5.5 points, 44 total. San Francisco plus 200. And I think San Francisco is on the down spiral. I'm gonna go with Green Bay here because of the home team.
Well, not to mention Purdy has also been ruled out for Sunday.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I just looked
I
that
can
one
see
up.
that spread getting up there. Oh, Purdy isn't. So that was true. I thought it was a rumor.
What's his
So
injury?
that's
I didn't know
official.
he got hurt.
His shoulder.
Wow.
Mm.
Ooh.
See, what was
That's
messed up
crucial.
though is their injury report. I looked Lucci yesterday on why didn't that come up?
Uh-huh.
The happy hour?
Lucci yesterday asked about Purdy and his injuries, and when I looked it up, it said he was limited participant Wednesday and Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I was watching, I was watching something, and they said he didn't even participate
I heard
in.
that too. Yeah. I thought it was a rumor.
Did he get
But
hurt
then
in
I
the
see
game or
season-ending.
the practice?
He didn't suffer a season-ending injury, did he?
Here's injury report right here. No,
He's
it's
not
not
out for
coming
the
up.
season, is he?
No, not. Well,
Okay.
we don't know. We don't know yet. They didn't say. But I
Oh,
looked it
okay.
up earlier when we were talking about it, and
Somebody
it
said
said
it was
out.
season-ending.
Week 12 injury report. See, they took it down for some reason. Kenny
Maybe they're gonna wait
Clark.
until Saturday to make it official. Tomorrow afternoon, make it official. Should be official now.
Oh, here it says.
Friday.
Here it says Purdy out. Did not participate in practice. Right shoulder.
So, doubt. Okay, so officially
And
out.
it said out, but that was on what site was that one on? Fox Sports.
Mm-hmm.
But the one I
Right.
went to earlier that gives the day designations, limited participation, full participant, did not break yet. It said it was
Right.
out, but now it's when I went back to it just now. I just went to it 10 minutes ago, and Nick Bosa's out too. Nick Bosa's not playing. Yeah.
Man.
They
Going up
have.
against
I
that
mean,
Green Bay offensive
that's
line.
one thing. That's one thing about San Francisco. I noticed when it rains, it pours for them.
Right. Exactly, Jake. Yeah, it's like every key person. They just got McCaffrey back,
Mm-hmm.
but he's still not 100%. So Ayuk
Right.
is out for the season, right?
Yes.
So yeah, they're
Well,
very handicapped.
he's on IR. I don't know if it's for the season or not. I know they placed him on IR.
Look,
Right.
I'm rooting for the Packers
Oh
to
wait,
win.
never mind. He's out
Who's
for the
that?
season because he had
That's
surgery
what
to
I thought.
replace his ACL.
Right. He had
Damn.
the same injury that Stephon Diggs had,
Yeah, and
or
that was
similar.
just the 15th. That was just last week. That's why I didn't know he was on IR and they ended up having surgery. So yeah, I'm going
Yeah.
with the Packers.
Yeah. At home, they should be able to not have an issue. They got a good secondary. They should be able to cover Kettles and not Kettles. Damn, I said Kettles. Um, the rest of that crew.
Well, hold on a minute. Is Kittle even playing? He was out
I
last.
don't
He
know.
didn't play last week.
He
He was
he didn't
out.
play right. He didn't play last week, but yeah, I don't know. He could be day to day. They very that passing game is very limited now. It's like McCaffrey might get 50 carries.
All right, here we go. Here are
So
the
yeah, I'm
injuries.
taking the Packers in
Nick
this one.
Bosa is out. Charvarius Ward is out. Jacob Crowing is out. Kevin Givens is out, and linebacker Tatum Bethune is out. Those are the only players that are listed as out.
The Crawfords go. Whoever got Crawford, you better play him now, because he's going to eat that up that zone up that the linebackers being missing. Whoever's got Tyler Croft, they better play him. If you got a shot at playing him, because he's going to get at least about 8 to 9 targets in this game.
Well,
Yeah.
Kittle was full participant today, so he was dealing with a hamstring, so he'll probably play
Right. Okay.
because it just came. They probably just had it down for a minute to do. Oh, they added the Packers. That's why it was down. Okay.
Yeah.
So
They
I
had
got
some snow in the stadium. I don't know if it'll be snowing on game day, but that'll be another snow game too. For San Fran to be traveling into those conditions, so that'll be our second snow game.
By the way, I got the 49. You got the 49ers. Who do you got, Crypto?
The Packers.
Packers. I got Packers too. Mike.
Yeah, they should be able to
Yeah, I got
hold
the
off
Packers.
any surprises.
Packers.
All right. Next, we have the Cardinals at 6-4 taking on the 5-5 Seahawks. Arizona is
Good
given 1
division
point.
game.
47.5 total. Seattle is plus 110. So,
I got to hold up my end of the bargain. I made that big bold pick and picked them to win the division. So I got to stand firm and say that the Cardinals will win. That was a bold pick at the beginning of the season. But yeah, we'll go with the Cardinals. They actually making me look good. You know, they're not making me look like a fool.
yeah, as a matter of fact, yeah,
Shout out to the
better
Cardinals.
record than the 49ers.
You're right. Exactly. They got a 1.5 game lead, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That coach, man, he might get coach of the year, man.
Yeah, man, and
they win 11 games. He's getting coach of the year. At least he gets
good.
my vote for coach of the year.
I agree. So who you got, Sean?
I got the Cardinals.
Mike?
Cardinals.
Mike's got the Cardinals. All right.
Yeah.
No upsets on the road. I think that's a road
you know
game,
what?
right?
I'm gonna pick different.
Cardinals are on the road.
Yeah, I got the.
Oh, they are on the road.
Man, I got the Seahawks. Upset.
Oh, okay. There you go, Shake.
Oh,
Shake is out of the box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Shake went out the box.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that 12th man might help him, but man, I don't think Gino's got the magic, Shake. I think Kyler Mickey Mouse. No, I said Mickey Mouse. I mean Mighty Mouse. Kyler Mighty Mouse Murray is going to prevail. He's a Mighty Mouse.
Mickey's wife, Minnie Mouse.
Minnie Mouse. No, he's Mighty Mouse. Mighty Mouse. I'm here
By the
to
way,
save the day.
Sean, you're too young for this, but yeah, Mighty Mouse was one of my favorite.
Fighting evil, fighting crime. We
That shit
always there in the nick of a time.
I used to love when he used to here I am to save the day. He used to fly out of the moon. He used to fly out of the moon.
Right, vicious Mighty Mouse.
Yeah, I love Mighty Mouse.
Yeah. I used to love that car. He used to come on at 6:30 in the morning.
Hey, listen, he was always beating up the pussy.
Right. Exactly.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh God. Damn Mighty Mouse. I love it.
So yeah, I got the.
He used to come on at 6:30 in the morning, by the way. 6:30
Wait, you got the Cardinals now, Shake? You switched back from the Seahawks?
Yeah, I got the Seahawks.
Oh, okay. He's got the Seahawks. Shake's going out on a limb.
Yeah.
Shake is picking a David. Picking a David versus Goliath. Man, Shake,
listen,
you're not going with Goliath.
Hey, listen, I tell you what, my fat ass don't need to go on any limbs, but I'm going on one.
Yeah, that's a pretty thin branch you're on. Damn it. Oh my God.
All right.
And that light turned red pretty fast. How do you go from green to red without yellow? Makes no sense. You can't go from green to red.
Yeah, they probably got a traffic camera there.
I think so.
So, all right, next game is the Eagles heading to the West Coast, like my man Crypto did, taking on the Rams.
Yeah, that's right. They did traveling. They making that trip like I did last week, man.
Crypto, who you got?
I'm gonna pick the Eagles in this one, Shake, because I think Saquon is gonna have another backwards hurdle in this game. They're gonna give it a twofer.
Yeah,
he's gonna hurdle somebody in this game backwards as well.
Okay.
And he's gonna finish it off with a backflip in the end zone.
Philly's given by 3 points, 48 total. LA plus 130. Well, I'm gonna go out the box again. I'm picking the Yams.
He's picking the Yams. Shake is picking the sheep over the Eagles.
Yep, the Yams.
Damn, he's picking the sheep. Rams house, huh?
Listen, I don't care what nobody says. That travel is going to be a bitch, and
it is. It will be.
And the Rams,
they well rested.
They feel like they still got they still have a shot in this.
Yeah, they do. They got one. They got a shot. I think that brotherly shove is going to wear them down.
Eagles.
We'll see.
It's a 3-point spread. What's the money line? It's
money
just
line
3 points, you said, right?
Yeah, 3 points.
You said Eagles favored by 3 or underdog by 3?
No, they're favored by 3.
Should be okay.
At least
I would say they like 8-2 or something. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Eagles are number.
Go ahead, Mike.
The Eagles are number 1 defense right now, so.
Yeah, Van Geel got them in number 1 now. Yep.
Damn, if only we had a defensive coordinator like Philly, man, that would have been.
I know, yeah, it was nice when they shake.
Mm-hmm.
The guy, they're 7th against the run and 2nd against the pass. So 2nd against the pass. What does that say when you're going up against Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua?
Mm-hmm.
Can they find a seam or whatever? Regardless, I still have the Eagles, but I think the game's going to be a lot closer than I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
It should be because of the scoring capability of both teams. Both teams can put up a high-powered offense. Put up a lot of numbers on offense. They got the ability to score, which means it might be a defensive slugfest.
Yes, it's going to be 8:00 game Sunday night.
Sunday night, yep. Man.
All right.
You want to go out to LA and watch that game, Shake?
Nah, I'm good.
You good?
Now,
All right.
I'll go to LA when. Actually, I would go to LA for the next game, and the next game is the Fanatics game of the week.
New seasons, new gear. Show the world what it means to be a fan in 100% authentic gear. Fanatics, officially licensed everything.
Hey man, you can get
Fanatics.
any sports gear through Fanatics. Click the link in the description. It'll help out the channel a lot. So, with that being said, the Fanatics game is the Ravens going over to the West Coast. 7-4 Ravens taking on the 7-3 Chargers. Baltimore is -3. 50 plus 50 and a half plus plus 50 and a half points total, and Chargers plus 130. So I'm gonna give this one to
Highball Bowl, right? The rematch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pick the I'm gonna pick the Ravens, and then I got the Eagles from the game before that, but I'm picking the Ravens too.
Okay, you got the Eagles.
And then I think this game will be good. The Ravens and the Chargers, but
it is. They played each other last year in a good game.
Yeah, the Ravens have been losing the games they shouldn't be losing, so it's that point in the season now where you got to show who you are. So I think they're going to try to cement themselves as a real contender, and they might put a hurting on these Chargers. It'll be a good game though, I think.
Yeah, it would be.
Yep.
I can't believe it's going to be week 12 already, man.
Yep. Week 12.
Yeah.
You're right.
All right, Mike, who you got?
I got the Chargers.
Chargers?
Yeah, I got the Chargers. I get the older brother's going to whoop on the younger brother.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Tucker's continue to struggle and miss a bunch of field goals he shouldn't be missing? That's the only way I think the Ravens lose.
It could come down to it. Could come down to that.
His career now. This is his first year. He's having a bad year.
Everybody was saying.
Yeah, I think it's more because. Hold on, I got to bring up my cheat sheet here. But I think it's more because the Ravens' defense is just absolutely horrible.
Yeah, their defense is not as good as it used to be. That's what's making Lamar's career year pan out because he's carrying them literally.
Who are they playing? The Ravens? The Ravens' pass defense is 32nd in the league, around 285 yards.
Mm-hmm.
So you got Herbert, and Herbert's been
Hamilton's having a bad year. Yeah.
Hey man, listen, Herbert is right now
nicked up.
Has thrown for 2,100 yards, 13 touchdowns, and 1 interception. So the guy who used to throw a lot of four interceptions has cleaned up. And of course, the running back, Lamar Jackson's thrown for 25 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. Not bad for a running back.
Right. Right, Shake. It seems like every quarterback that's known for throwing interceptions are leading the league with the least interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
How about that for a turnaround? For all the quarterbacks they criticized just a year ago are the ones that's leading the league in the least amount of interceptions. It's crazy. You want to talk about being turned upside down, the league.
Yeah.
They criticized Allen for that. They criticized Herbert for that. They didn't really criticize Lamar for that because he was always in single digit with his interceptions. But he's throwing a lot more touchdowns. So
he's throwing a lot more balls this year. He's throwing a lot more balls too. He didn't throw all the time.
Right. He didn't. Yeah, he's throwing a lot more. Yeah.
He's got 321 attempts so far.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, he's definitely thrown a lot more than he's thrown ever in his career. Yeah, I think this is the most amount of attempts he's ever had.
And you know what's funny is Derrick Henry has 13 touchdowns, right? Zay Flower, his receiver, only has 4 touchdowns. His leading receiver only has 4 touchdowns. So that tells you right there that he's spraying the ball around.
Right. If his lead receiver doesn't even have 10 touchdowns yet.
No,
Because I think Jamar Chase has already got 10 plus touchdowns, right? Doesn't he got like 11 or 12? Chase?
Chase. Let me see. Chase.
I think he's leading the league now. I think he's got like 11 or 12 touchdowns now.
Well, yeah, Cincinnati's on the bye this week, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they on the
Cincinnati,
Falcons,
Buffalo.
Bills, Bengals, Jags, Saints, and Jets.
Well, the Jets got about week 2. Oh, damn.
I'm rooting for the bye week this week. Then.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. This I know for a fact. The Bills are definitely not winning the game this week.
Mm-hmm.
They're definitely not winning.
Jamar Chase has 12 touchdowns.
Damn, that's crazy.
12, yeah. I knew it was a lot. I know he was in double digits.
Yes, he's got 1,000 yards.
It's like
1,056.
I think he has like 200-yard games already.
I can tell you. Hold on, I got all the stats right in front of me. I log the stats every week for all the big players. Cincinnati's number 5. If you have Microsoft Excel, I can send you each team's stats for each week.
Yeah, I do. I have Excel. I got
No,
Microsoft
he's only
360. It comes with Excel.
yeah.
So, yeah,
So
I have
it's send me your email in the text, and I'll email it from you so you get all 32 teams.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and like I'm looking right now, I got like for the Bengals because that's what I'm open to. I got Burrow,
Right.
Moss, and Brown, and then for the receivers, I got Chase Higgins and
Higgins
Isavas. I
actually
think
not
that's
doing
right.
bad himself neither. I think he's got like 6 or 7 touchdowns too.
No, he's got 4.
4? Okay.
Yeah, 4
Yeah.
and like 2, 4, 5,
Because Burrow's
7,
got
10, 12. Yeah.
27 and 4, I want to say, right? Is he 27 and 4 in his touchdown interceptions? What is
I don't.
Burrow?
I don't track interceptions. That's one thing I don't track because I ran
Oh,
out of
okay.
room on the spreadsheet.
Oh, okay.
Burrow
So his
has
touchdowns, he's got
5,
27, something like that, right?
5, 10, 12, 14,
I
19,
think it's like
20,
27.
27.
Yeah, that's not bad. His ratio is good. His numbers is quality up there when it comes to rating. This MVP rating, yeah.
By the way, Tua Tagovailoa has 43 rushing yards
Allen.
for the season. That's bad. Not bad.
I know Sharif is going to be pretty proud.
Mm-hmm.
I think Sharif said he needs to get like a 200 or something like that, or 400.
Yeah.
He's on track.
Mm-hmm.
Sharif's going to be proud of the rushing yards.
I haven't seen Sharif in a while.
Yeah, he was on Space a couple of weeks ago. He came in there.
Well, I'll tell you what. Tua had 28. Had he only had 27 at that point, he might have made the next 4 games because that last rushes he got the 17 yards on.
Which
He had
one?
2 rushes for 17 against the Bills.
Oh,
So if that rush was 1 yard less, that means he would have slid and he wouldn't have missed the next 4 games.
Oh yeah, in the first
20.
game, yeah, it's right. If Peter just had that 16 yards, you said?
He had 17. If he would have only had 16, he would have lived to play another day.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Well,
He's
Crypto
got
Sharif,
what is he got?
Sharif
you're
said
right.
if he got 200 rushing yards, he'd be all pro.
It'd be all pro, right?
That's what he said, yeah.
He said
Is that what he
200
said?
yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, he guaranteed all pro if he gets 200 rushing yards.
Yeah, that's it.
He has to
The
average like 40 a game or something like that the rest of the way with 6 games left. No, he needs about 50 a game almost, right?
So, you know what? I'm looking. I not to interrupt, but I just happened to switch to the Dolphins for whatever reason. And I'm looking at the opposing offense that the Dolphins allowed. And the first, other than against Seattle, they threw for 270. Their pass defense was incredible. So after the bye week, they play Indy, and Indy kind of ran the ball all over them.
We
No, they didn't
played.
pass for only 129. But then after the Arizona game on, the pass defense is just horrible. Is that all tight ends?
Damn.
Yeah, tight ends. Yeah, the tight ends are Achilles' heel. Pretty much.
They cut the. I'll send when this is over with crypto. Send me your email and I'll send it to you. When you open it up, there'll be 32 files,
Right.
and they're all labeled, so you'll know what teams what. You can just open them up and click them. I print them out every week, and when I say tomorrow morning, I'll
Oh,
sit
okay.
down and I'll go through them all for the bets that I want to make for the parlays. But you'll see how I do it. Then I'll just send it. I send it to color every week too.
Okay. On the spreadsheet, on the Excel spreadsheet.
Yeah, you'll open it up, and the only problem is you got to open up each team individually.
Okay.
Because I just do it. I just shoot it to my printer, and I walk
You got
by,
32
and
tabs. Uh-huh.
yeah, you'll see it when I get any questions. Just call and ask me.
And they have the up-to-date week-by-week stuff on there, or what?
Yeah,
Or
every
just
single
have the totals?
every single week. Hold on, let me. Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you on camera. Hopefully, my phone doesn't shut off because the minute I turn my camera on, it starts acting up. Can
Right.
you see it?
Yeah.
Is it facing the right way or no?
Yeah. You got it.
Yeah, it is.
Right. So there's the Bills and then the Dolphins. And then each player, like you got Tua, Thompson, and Huntley. So when Thompson played, he's whatever his name is, the color. That was the game he played in. So then you had three with Huntley, and then you go down to Tua, and those are all his, and then the Reds touchdowns and rushing. It's all self-explanatory,
Okay.
but you can look at it. But if you look there, can you see? I don't know where I'm pointing, but if you see, like their pass defense was halfway decent, other than the Seattle game, and then down
Mhm.
here, all of a sudden it just skyrocketed to over 250 average
Damn.
in the last four games. So that's what that's how I decide. Like that's why I'll explain it when we get to the Dolphin pick
All
because
right.
I'm not picking the Dolphins regardless. But I'll tell you why I'm not picking the Dolphins.
Mhm.
Okay, so
All
we're
right.
back.
So, all right.
All righty.
And finally,
Michael
so
K is
real
picking the
quick.
Dolphins. Michael
No,
K is a
So
part of Dolphins Fins Up Nation. Welcome aboard, Michael K.
before we
oh
get to
wait,
the
we're on
Giants,
there.
Have
We're almost at the Dolphins game. Who's? I think I was the only one that picked the Chargers so
yeah,
far, right?
that was a Monday night
so
game. So
far, you're the only one.
we're going to the Dolphin games in a few minutes, in a second. But before we do, Sean, real quick, what like when you starting your own businesses, what would you say are some of the biggest challenges right away, or that you still have, maybe hurdles and
I would
challenges that
say
you have to overcome?
when you first start, it's getting your name out there, um, because you want work immediately, and if you don't have clients running through the door, you might think, oh man, this isn't going to work. This isn't going to work. But again, that's when doing jobs for people and then word of mouth and your advertising, that really comes into play. So majority of my clients now are word of mouth. I'll do a job for someone and then they get me their mother, their sister, their brother, their own business, their gym, and that it just builds off of that. So definitely getting clients off the bat is the most difficult. And then right now for me, it's finding employees that want to consistently stay and work. um, as a small business, you might not be able to throw out 20 something dollars an hour for people. Minimum wage is $15 where I'm at, but
Hmm.
if you start at 17.50, people are like, that's, I need 20 or I need 21, and then you know they might come for a week and then they stop showing up and stop responding, no matter how good you treat them or how
Hmm.
good of a boss you are. So finding good quality people, I would say, is pretty difficult. And then again, just pricing. So when I first started, a lot of the people I had to do it for were people I knew, not like close family friends, but some people that like my sister went to school with. And because I was new, I was just like, I just got to get the job. I got to get the bid. So I'll just, I'll just go in there, and then if they don't like the price, I'll keep going down. And then some people could sense that, like, oh, he's a brand new business owner. He told me, 150, for example, and then I told him that's way too much. How about 115? And then I would just say yes. So initially, I let the people dictate my price, because I do based on estimate. I don't have a flat rate. So I
Hmm.
I go to your house, I check it out, or your apartment, or your office. I see how big the job is, what you want done, and then I put it all into account, and then I give an estimate for it. And you can avoid that by having a set price, but
Hmm.
every place is like a snowflake.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
dirty. It's dirtier like your house might be cleaner than my house. So why would I charge you the same as it would be to clean mine? You know what I mean? So, or you might have more stuff to do. So that's why I never just did a flat rate.
Hmm.
And but now I'm so I work every single day. So if someone doesn't like my price, I say, okay, well, here's my card. If you ever feel free to call me back anytime you need me. But I appreciate your time. But before, because I just started, I would have to be like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll take that lower bid. But
Hmm.
now, so
Yeah,
really
you. So pretty
stand
much,
firm on
yeah,
what you
you're pretty
believe.
much putting your once people see what it's just for instance like a hamburger place. All right, here you go, try this hamburger out. Once you see that it's a good quality meat, whatever, good quality food, now you kind of dictate the price because you kind of putting the proof in the pudding, right? Correct.
Exactly. Yeah, and then another thing too, there's always going to be certain people that always find something to complain about, whether you're great or you're not. So if you have like a lawn care company, just for example, or a cleaning company like mine, and you have 15 clients in a row, they all say you did a fantastic job, the best you ever did. And then you have this one person, and you did the same job you did as the other people that were satisfied. And then they nitpick and they find like little things that they
Yeah.
could have just talked through, because they want to try to get money back. They want to, some people are just made that way. And I've ran into a few of those kind of people that you could tell they're very wealthy just based on you know where they are. And then you give them a fair price and they say it's way too much. I had someone do it for half that before. And you say, okay, well, I'm willing to go down a little bit. And then you go down, and then they you spend hours on their big house, and then they're like, well, you forgot to pick up this one knickknack on the shelf here and dust underneath it, so why am I paying you so much, when it could
Hmm.
have just been like, hey, you might have missed that. Maybe next time, make sure you get under that. So some
Hmm.
people are always going to be unsatisfied. Um,
Yeah, and you know
but
what? I had Lucci on here, and he was talking about his Lucci's landscaping, and he said he pretty much said the same thing. You know what I mean?
yeah, exactly. You just got to, always do the best job you can for everybody.
Hmm.
And as much as you want to be perfect, sometimes it's not going to, you could try as hard as you want, but
Yeah, and
nothing
one thing he
in the
also
world is
said too about
perfect.
hiring people, he said the same thing. Be careful because the thing about that is not everybody that you hire is gonna care about the clients like you are.
Hundred
You know what I
percent.
mean?
Yeah, that's the other main thing too. Is they definitely don't care, because I've gained a few clients because the bigger companies in my area, their employees would steal from them, and then they would go to me because they're like, oh, he's veteran owned. He's basically I have one part time employee, so I had the trust built with her, where I can bring her places and not do something shady. Um,
Yeah.
Is Sean cutting out?
Yeah, you're breaking up, Sean.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's
I
breaking
didn't
up.
know if it was me or
Sean, can you hear us, Sean? Sean,
he
can you
gone.
hear me? He was getting good too.
He was definitely touching on some important stuff though, without a doubt. But the problem with the type of business that he's in, he is his company has to it caters to a specific. Yeah, he's totally gone. He
Yeah.
his company is specific to consumers,
Mm-hmm.
whereas what I do is technically it's not to consumers, but it's to the companies that supply to the consumers. So if I screw up, then that company that supplies to the consumer has to deal with the consumer. I don't have to deal with them.
Mm-hmm.
But if that happens, they don't call me again to bring a load of fence poles or
Yeah.
a roll of steel or whatever I'm
Mm-hmm.
hauling for that area's back.
Yeah,
I'm
my
sorry.
And
dad
that's
did
a
one
little
day.
harder.
Sorry.
Yeah. What we're saying now about you were saying that people call you because because the previous companies were having people that will steal from them.
Yeah, they would have a bad experience, and then they reach out to someone like me, and they're like, "Oh, I'm a little nervous to do this again because I had this bad experience." And then, as long as you're a genuine person, you be yourself, you work hard and do a good job, that's what people really care about. And like I said, for one person, and then they have connection with these, or their mother owns an accounting firm, and then you start in their office, and then I live in a like an area that's got like 80,000 people, so it's really not that big. But your name gets around, and then even I have a ton of competitors that have been in for like 20 years, 15 years, and I'm still getting a couple new clients a month, and I work every day, so you know God's
Uh,
put me in opportunities where I'm very grateful, and you know the more work I get, the more employees I get, I can keep scaling and branching out farther. But yeah, it's finding the genuine people is definitely a difficult part, and then just believing in yourself, and especially if you're a new business person, and you know if someone says, "Oh, that's a little bit pricey," just be like, well, that's just, because people don't understand. Like, I may charge you $200 to clean your house, but I'm not getting $200. I got to pay insurance. I got to pay tax. I got to pay, for supplies. I got to pay gas. I got to pay employees. And they tell you it's too much, but then I'm only getting, maybe half of the amount I charge you after everything's said and done, just like any other thing you do. So,
mm-hmm.
some people they don't understand that, and you just got to say, okay, well, I understand, but if you ever, here's my price. If you ever need anything, here's my card. And then usually they call back, because in my area, people charge probably 3 times more than I do, because they overcharge everybody, and then people still hire them. But then they go to me, where I still have a good fair price, because I want to help all markets. I understand. I've had times where, oh, my cats are fighting. Sorry. I had times where I couldn't even pay for dinner, and I had asked my mom to send me money. And I know what it's like to sometimes need stuff done. So I want to be
Mm-hmm.
able to help all monetary
Yeah.
brackets. I don't want to just charge so much that certain people can't reach out to me. So I like to have a fair price that can help everybody, and it's still good for me too.
Oh yeah. That's what's up, man. Hey man, listen, I appreciate you giving me these tidbits, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
And of course, anytime.
So all right, now it's time for the TFTG game of the week. And of course, as always, we have a new feature item. The feature item is the coffee mugs are back. And yeah, man, you got color, we got Shake Money, and coming soon is the I would say Insomnia coffee mugs are coming soon. So today's feature,
Yeah.
I can't wait to get that. But and speaking of coffee, I saw this meme and it was perfect for insomnia. Decaffeinated coffee. It says useless as a hooker that wants to cuddle. So there you go.
Yeah. There you go. Number one brand in America.
Decaf coffee. But anyway, yeah, man.
Nothing like it. Put
Yeah,
some cinnamon in there.
yeah,
There you go.
I got my Shake Money right here that I had to buy. Right here. See my Shake Money coffee mug.
There we go.
And then I have this coffee mug. The
Oh
cat,
yeah.
the cat threw this off the desk, so but now I use it for my ashtray. So with that being said, Sean, who do you got?
Well, I'll be honest.
Coffee mug. Cats in the cradle.
In my weekly pick show, I have to pick one upset every week that's at least a 3.5 point dog. So on my show, I picked the Patriots. But for this show, since we're not picking upsets, I'm going to pick the Dolphins.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You picking one upset special, huh? That was the upset special?
Yep, that was my upset special because it was a good division game, and Drake May seems to be doing pretty good.
Okay.
At least
All right.
on
I
ESPN, they're giving.
I wouldn't be surprised if
7.5
it become
points
true.
on ESPN.
What are they giving
Games
them?
are always thrown in the
7.5.
mix.
I still didn't hear you. Crypto talked over you.
7.5 points.
All right, FanDuel has the Dolphins at 7.
That's 7 for FanDuel. Okay.
Minus
That's a
7,
scary
so it's
number.
a half a point.
What
I'm
about
going with
line?
That's a scary number.
I'm going with the Patriots.
All right.
And I'm also it's going to be a heavy parlay game. I don't know. Let me see what
Hey,
let's
man.
see what rushing is. Hold on. I'm going with Hunter Henry over 4.5 receptions and over 43.5 yards.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with Jonnu Smith. Hold on. I'm going with Jonnu Smith receiving props. I'm not going with his over 41.5 yards, but I am going with Jonnu Smith's over 3.5 receptions.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going with Drake May. Oh, shit, I closed it out. Hold on. My fingers are too fat. And I'm going with Drake
All right.
May. Hold on 1 second. I got to get to it. Right now, his line is at 26.5 rushing yards. I'm going with him over 26.5 rushing yards. Jonnu Smith over 3.5 receptions. Hunter Henry over 4.5 receptions. And Hunter Henry over 43.5 yards. And I'll tell you
40
why.
over.
His numbers are in line with Brock Bowers and McBride, and they just lit it up against the Dolphins.
Damn.
Okay. Brock Bowers.
So, and I think that is going to be the difference in the game. I think Miami's
With
going to
Henry?
score against. What's that?
You say Henry's going to score on us?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if he'll score,
Yeah.
but he's going to. I don't know if he's going to score, but he is definitely going to be a force that Dolphins are going to be like. You know, his last, well, other than against Chicago, he only had one reception for 4 yards or 14 yards on 4 targets.
All right.
But the last 5 games is 8 of 9 for 92, 5 of 6 for 45, 7 of 8 for 56, and 6 of 9 for 63. And the 7 of 8 for 56 was against Tennessee, who had the best passing defense. It was just overtaken by the Eagles, I believe. So that's
Right.
why I think that I don't think, like Al Crapitan was talking earlier today, that it was going to be I don't even remember what he said, a sure thing or something. I don't think
Makes me
it's
queasy
going to
when you
be
get
that at
sure
all.
things predicted.
He said something. I put it in the chat. I can't remember what I typed, but I think that the Patriots are actually going to pull it off because the Patriots right now are, what are they, 3-8.
Yeah, they've one
So
game back of the Dolphins right now. 1.5 games back.
right. So if they win, they're going to be 4-8. Dolphins will be 4-7, half a game back because the Patriots haven't had their bye yet.
Mm-hmm.
When is the Patriots bye?
I think their bye is in December.
I didn't know. I got that. That's on my list too. Yeah, Patriots bye is in 3 weeks. Week 14 is their bye.
Right. It's real late in the season. That
And
would
then
be
they still
crazy
have.
if we drop this game. That would be unbelievable. That will put us in a spiral. Can't have
Well, and
that.
that's the whole thing. I mean, is what happened. I mean, Indianapolis. Right, that's the Bills. We beat Indianapolis. I mean, you didn't beat the Rams by much. What was the score of the? Well, the Raiders game got out of hand late, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it was a close game until the
It
fourth
was
quarter.
5 points until the fourth quarter. Yeah.
So I don't know. Does New England, did they find what they have? I didn't watch McAfee. I didn't watch their picks to see who they were taking. But it's only 7 points. So man, they're saying it's a touchdown. I think the game's going to be closer than, and I think it's going to have to do with how Hunter Henry reacts. Because if they can exploit the Dolphins defense like Arizona and the Raiders did with their tight ends, that's to me that's the game changer.
Yeah. They did. Yeah. I think the only way, I mean, for them to pull off this upset, I think May would definitely have to play a clean game in the fourth quarter because his first 3 quarters is off the charts. But once he gets to the fourth quarter, he's just got to, if he protect the ball, then I think that's where the upset special comes in.
Oh, you know what?
That's why I'm
I'm
thinking the
looking.
game
I'm
will be a little
looking.
closer.
I'm looking at this too. The Dolphins right now are ranked 10th in rushing defense. The Patriots are ranked 20th, but it's only an 18-yard difference per game. Right, so 18 yards. That's really not much between 10th and 20th.
By
And
the
then you
way,
go to the
I have an interesting stat I'm looking at right now. Winning as a Jet starting quarterback, Zach Wilson, 3.64, Sam Darnold, 4.42, Aaron Rodgers, 2.73.
yeah. Well, they're talking about. Dude, did you
Wow,
hear that? Did you
that
hear
is
the
insane.
latest one?
No, what is it?
Did you hear the leak that came out of the Jets?
No, what is
At
it?
some point, the owner wanted Rodgers bench for Tyrod Taylor.
Man, that
And
would
I don't know when
definitely be
that
ego
came out. I don't
shattering.
know if it was in the last week or two, but it
If
came
that
out. It
happened,
was
that would
reported.
be ego shattering. That would shatter the man's ego, and they can't have that.
Well, I remember one of the reasons why Ben McAdoo, that's his name, Ben McAdoo, and I only know him because Giants fans hate him because he's the reason why he killed Peyton Manning, Archie Manning, not Archie, God damn it, Eli
Eli?
Manning's starting streak because he had a long streak because he never got injured. Eli Manning, and he had a long streak of starting,
Yeah, he hit the record.
and he
Right.
benched
He
him
hit
for
Brett
Geno
Favre's
Smith.
record. Mm-hmm. Wow.
It'll be good. I didn't even look on 605
Wow.
Sports to see what game I get on Sunday.
Well, you at in what? You in Western New York, right?
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, Crypto.
You
What,
might get
now that we're all here,
the Dolphins game.
what was your first impressions of Buffalo? How would you rate Buffalo?
Industrial.
Listen, you know I
This
pro Buffalo.
industrialized town.
Hey, by the
When
way,
I
Michael
drove through
K.
the
Now
city.
that we're real quick, now that you're here, you know I troll Buffalo because of you. That's is nothing personal.
Oh, I know.
But
It kind of reminds me of Cleveland in a way, as far as its industrial nature. Cleveland's a lot bigger. It's like a smaller version of it, you know, as far as the infrastructure and the way it is right there on the water there, and you know, kind of give me the same feel. But I drove up to Niagara, as you know, it was pretty cool. But
Yeah, next time you come up there, Crypto, take the jet boats, man. They're unbelievable.
yeah, they got the jet boat rides. It probably shut it down for the season, right? They
Shut down. Yeah,
But
Canada.
Canada have theirs. They never shut down. It's like they go until January. One guy said they don't stop boat rides until like January. That's when they stop. But the American side, it was like stopped. I'm like, man, why do they stop? I mean, you got clearly a lot of people still coming up there, you know. At least have
Well,
it until
it has
I
to
think it was
do
the
it has to
90s.
do with insurance. I'm
Mm-hmm.
getting that's Fox, CBS, Fox early, Dallas, Washington. Yeah, I'm not getting the Dolphins.
Oh, okay. They're not playing the Dolphins game. They playing
Yeah,
NFC team in your area.
Did you tailgate? Did you tailgate Crypto?
CBS. Yeah, I did. I tailgated. A matter of fact, that's why the guy made the freaking he made a stove out of a cardboard box. You know, I was like, man, it's crazy. He gave me some idea when I go camping in the woods. He literally made a stove, and it got up to like 140 degrees, like in like 2 minutes. It'd take no time. You put the charcoal in the bottom part of it, vent it, got the air vents on the sides. You know, and he lined it with duct tape and aluminum foil. That's all it takes to keep the heat trapped in. He made it out of a cardboard box.
Did you go to the Hammer lot? Was that in the Hammer lot or was that in the Bills lot?
That was in the Bills. It was lot 7. I was in lot 7. It was on the front side of the stadium.
Yeah, all the
TV crews
crazy
be
stuff
at on the other
happens.
side. Yeah.
All the crazy stuff happens in the off Bills premises. You know, because there's the Hammer lot. You know, public or privately owned.
Right. I was directly across from the new stadium. I was like right across the street from it. But it was on the Highmark side. It was still on the Bills.
Well, Sean was there for the Kansas City game. He had all day to tailgate.
Oh yeah, because it started at 4. Yeah. You tailgated early, Sean? You was at the early tailgate? I got there like 7 in the morning or 6 in the morning.
Yeah, we were there. We were there like noon.
We have
we did the episode, Michael K. When I pulled up to the stadium. That morning. Yeah, we did the episode that week. I turned on the camera and showed me pulling into the stadium lots.
Oh no shit! I didn't see that. I was in the woods by then.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, he's getting a new stadium. He showed the new stadium.
Yeah, I pulled up right by the new stadium.
It looks like a bedpan.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm so disgusted.
They finished the field though. They actually got along pretty far. It looks like the field area is finished.
By the way, is it going to be individual seats, or are they going to still do the bench?
No, I think it's individual. Well, from the looks of it, looks like it's individual seats.
I mean, they got a live feed and stuff. I haven't really paid attention. All I know is it just came out that it went up another 300 and something million. So Now their original estimates, it's like $2.5 billion. So
Yeah,
Pagula had to sell
the
off
original cost was
10%.
yeah.
But what I don't understand is they give you a price. Yeah, steel fluctuates, this fluctuates, that fluctuates, yeah. But they're ahead of schedule. So why is the labor cost going up? Labor
No,
should
they
be
just
set. They
trying to
pay
front
hourly.
run. Right, they front running the all the upgrades and all that other
Or
stuff.
maybe
They're gonna upgrade some
maybe they're
stuff
working
later on.
more hours though. You know what I mean? To get
Right,
that.
right, because they work around the clock. Right, they front loading. Plus, they might upgrade some stuff too as they go along. They may add because one person told me they offered them season tickets, but it's like an extra. It's like almost double. It's like an extra 20 grand or so, something like that. I'm like, what? And they taking out 8,000 seats plus seats. They're
So
subtracting the seats from the old
so
stadium.
you think the
It's
new
gonna be
stadium is
like
gonna be
less
ready by next
seats.
year? The new stadium is gonna be ready by next year.
No, it
Could be
opens
2026.
26.
Yeah, 2026 is what they said.
Next year's the last year
I might have
in
to
Rich
go.
Stadium.
I might have to go.
Right.
Being that you, Crypto, you've been to Raven Stadium, Washington Stadium, L.A.,
Philly last year and New England.
Philly,
Yeah. And New England.
of
I was
course
in New England
Miami.
too. Right.
What would you rank Buffalo in your stadium visits?
I would say as far as view, you could view the field pretty good from at least from the seats I was in. It was pretty good. As far as being able to watch the game, I would rank them pretty good above average. As far as where I was sitting, and I was in the a line with the 5 yard line toward the south end zone, I think it was the south end zone on
What
the
about like the fan? Is it the fan atmosphere?
South end zone. So you were opposite. You were opposite the tunnel.
yeah. No, I tell you where I'm at. I could tell you what perspective. The Bill symbol was upside down from my view.
All right,
The
Bill
the the, the
symbols
middle
upside
the
down.
symbol, yeah, the middle of the field, the big Buffalo Bill and the field, that was upside down from where I was sitting.
So then the tunnel should have been on your right. I think. I'm trying. I can't remember now. Holy shit! I'm drawing a
Right.
blank.
Because basically when you looking at it on TV, they're showing it from that other angle. Like when you're looking at the TV, they're showing it from the right side up, the Buffalo Bills angle from the TV side. So you will basically be looking directly at where I was sitting. If you was watching on TV, you will be looking toward me.
Right. So you were on the visiting side.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I was on the visiting side. Yeah, I was on Miami's. Yeah, that would be I think that was the visiting. Yeah, I was on Miami side. Yep. Because I was
All right. So
looking at the
okay.
Buffalo Bills. It was upside down.
So the tunnel was on your left. The
Yeah.
tunnel was on the. Well, what end zone were you sitting at? Were you sitting at the? You were sitting on the 5 yard line, but were you sitting at the Buffalo's head or his ass?
The tail is ass. Yeah.
All right. So the tunnel
Because it was
where the players came out was the far side of the field for you.
yeah, the tunnel was on the far side. Yeah. Yeah. Now that I think
Okay.
about it, 'cause I did see them running out from the far side. Yeah. Looked like
So you were closer to the jumbotron.
because the tail was there. Yeah, I was close to the jumbotron. The
Okay.
tail was toward me, the Bills thing, because it was upside down. But the TV crew was in front of me. I was looking straight at the television crew.
Right. So you were actually the seats that I used to have were like between the 30 and the 35, like
Yeah.
26 rows up
Yeah,
between the 30 and the 35.
it was real because I was lucky because the way the bleachers are, then they numbered though. But my actual seat had a seat cushion. It was the very last seat. Yeah, I was like, oh no, they must have knew I was coming because they had a cushion on my seat. I was like, man, everybody else was sitting on the bench, and then my seat, the seats on the end by the aisle, those all had cushions. There was cushioned seats. I was like, man, I was lucky. So next time I go, I'm gonna make sure that I'm sitting in the last seat in the aisle seat.
Now,
But I
now
still
where
had
did
to
you
stand
sit?
up every 5 minutes, like Tony said. I never really sat down because everybody was standing up and moving around. I could never
They
really sit
stand.
down.
They stand the whole game.
Right,
They
that's what I'm
stand the
saying. I
whole game.
never. Now there was times where I did sit down because the people in front of me, I was sitting high above them in a way, so I could still see when the players was coming toward our end of the field. Because I was sitting on the same side that Jalen Ramsey got his interception on. I was on that side. I was in that end zone on that side. I was closer to that side of the field, so
Now
I
where did
was
you
able to
sit?
see it sitting down.
Where did
I
you
didn't really have to
sit?
stand up.
I was
What was
asking
that?
Sean where he was. I want to know where Sean was sitting.
I was in 311.
311. Okay.
It was
I was
right.
in three. I
It
was
was
in
basically in line with the
320
50.
something. I think. You was the right line. So you were sitting on the same side of the field I was on then.
Well, I was in
The
the middle.
visitor. You
Yeah, I
was in
was
the
right in the.
visitor side in the middle.
Yep. Hmm.
He's on KC side.
Yeah, but it was all Buffalo, baby.
Yeah, there was not a lot of Kansas City fans that travel there.
There was probably a few thousand, but it wasn't crazy. There was a couple sitting near me, but
Oh, okay. Yeah, it
It's
was
hard to
definitely a
get
lot of Bills fans.
it's hard to get tickets for a Bills home game if you're from the visiting team.
right.
You know,
Right.
it's really hard. It's been like that for years. But what kills me is Kansas City Arrowhead is a year older than the Bills. In fact, the same guy designed. I believe the same guy designed both of them. They're very similar stadiums. But
Hmm.
why does the Bills need a new stadium when Kansas City does not have a problem with theirs? You know, it was all
No,
politics, and it just
no, they rated them low. Remember, Kansas City has the lowest rating of facility. They
That's
still
true.
like
yeah. But
rated them real low. They the lowest rating out of everybody, out of all the ball clubs.
well, that's the players though, correct?
Yeah, correct.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
The
but
players they rated them real low.
well, yeah, because the Hunt family, it's the Hunt family, right? Yeah,
Hmm.
Yeah,
yeah, the Hunt family does
they
it.
they
Like,
didn't they
there's
didn't want to upgrade nothing.
one thing about Pagula, and I will say I don't like Pagula as a owner for what, and I'm leaning more towards what he's done for the Sabres, and he gets involved. You know, yeah, I know he writes the
Mhm.
checks, or I shouldn't even say he writes them. He signs the checks and whatever else, and he has input. But put people like Sheila Ford. I don't even know what her real last name is. Um, she put Dan Campbell and their GM in charge of the whole thing and said, "Look, this is on you. I'll fire you as fast as I gave you the ability to
Mhm.
do what you got to do." And look how
Mm.
fast that organization turned around. You know, Ross is the same way. Jerry Jones is the same way. Pagula is a fan. Just remain a fan. Put people in a position to make you a winner. You know, he did it with the Bills, thankfully, but he still gets involved there. But he's
What
just
about
killed the
Ralph Wilson?
Sabres.
What about Ralph Wilson? He was the same
He
way.
was nah. You know what? I don't think he was because we had John Butler and Bill Polian. He put GMs in a position to succeed. So yeah, Ralph Wilson might have had input, but I also think that with his
Right.
input, I think he could take direction too from somebody that actually knew
Right.
what it was about. You know, and it was Ralph
Right.
Wilson that said, "Look, Jim Kelly, if you don't come to Buffalo, you're not playing football. You know, enjoy the CFL because the USFL shut down.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
You
That
know what I
was a
mean?
power move from for the Kelly thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Because he didn't want to come to Buffalo.
Right.
So,
He
but you
probably
go with
would have
that.
ended up in Pittsburgh. He would have ended up in Pittsburgh.
So
But that's
No, I don't
anyway,
baseball.
know.
hey, so we're heading at the 2 hour mark. We're having great
Are we really?
conversation, and we got to end this thing soon.
Yeah.
So,
He's
what are
from
your
Western
final
PA.
thoughts? And listen, guys, you guys are reoccurring guests on Insomnia. Even though
on
we
the
hate your
Insomnia
team,
and Tailgate.
we love you guys. We have a love-hate relationship, especially in the comment section. So it's nothing
Oh
but
yeah.
love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So any final thoughts? Starting with you, Sean.
Yeah, appreciate you guys again. It's always fun
Oh yeah.
coming on here doing collabs with you guys. Like you said, nothing but love. Much love to you both and to the tailgate. And anytime you guys want to do something, you let me know.
All right, my brother. Michael K. Same to you.
Appreciate it, Sean. Michael
Yeah,
K.
no, Crypto, I appreciate you. Shake, I could do, it doesn't matter about you, but if my final thoughts are, if you shut down Henry, you guys win the game. If you can't stop Hunter Henry, you're gonna have your hands full on Sunday. That's where
Right.
I'm at with the Dolphins game. So I'm gonna have to sign on one of them. I don't even Stream East or whatever to watch the game now because I just want to see what happens. To me, that's the most intriguing game of the
Streamies.
weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, you can get it. You can get it from there's other sites too, Michael K. You can get
Well,
it
we'll
from.
we'll talk
Tabs and you can
backstage
download.
about it. I don't want to blow in
Yeah.
T.F.T.G for giving out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's other. You can go to other avenues too, even with the rabbit ears.
with
I'm
that
I'm
being
not tech
said,
savvy like that.
Yeah.
yeah, man. Like I said, I hope to have you
That's
guys
true.
on here during the off season to get your prediction on what on draft. I know draft. When draft talk is appropriate and things like that. So, hey, man.
Absolutely.
So fins
Yeah.
up. And we out
Oh
there.
yeah, for sure. We appreciate everybody in the chat.
Yeah.
Everybody that's gonna be in the chat soon. Everybody coming by. We enjoyed all of our guests. Michael K. and Sean. Was able to make that trip out there to Western New York and the confines of Hallmark Stadium.
Did you get wings?
Highmark, the rings. Yeah, actually, the tailgate I was at, they had some sausage things. Those what do you call those little small steak, sausage steak like things? It was links, but it was like sausage steaks
No,
you put in there.
Buffalo wings because Sean had the best wing ever in 911 Tavern.
No, I didn't even go to the. I didn't make it to the 911 Tavern. Who are you talking about? That
Oh,
was
those
downtown, or that was at the near the stadium? The
that no, that's in
911
South
Tavern.
Buffalo. It was like halfway between. It was like kind of like halfway between where you were staying in the stadium.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah.
on South Park, and I never
Yeah,
remember
I
the
was.
side street.
Amherst, right? I was in Amherst.
Yeah,
It was like 10 minutes from downtown. I was like about 10, 15 minutes from downtown. I was out in Amherst.
well, we
I
can
was
talk
about
about this
18 minutes from
backstage.
Niagara, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about this backstage because Shake wants to close it down. So
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm.
Yeah.
What's funny is it's not letting me get to
Caffeinated
my
coffee.
fucking my thing.
Caffeinated coffee. Look, if you drink coffee, you're not gonna deal with your insomnia. You're gonna stay awake.
No, this is
It's gonna
decaf.
help you, and it's gonna go against your insomnia
Mm-hmm.
if you drink the decaf.
God damn.
Or you put some sleepy time tea. That'll do it. We should endorse the sleepy time or the bedtime tea, the chamomile.
Yeah, for some
that'll
reason.
that'll definitely help you with your insomnia. The chamomile tea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
That'll
not letting
definitely
me
help you.
switch. So we're just gonna have to end the stream like this. So all right,
There
y'all.
you go.
Peace out.